Our time in Barcelona was only for 24 hours. Barcelona is a great place for most Americans to begin their trip, as it consistently has some of the most affordable flights from the United States. This is partially due to Spain being one of the westernmost countries in Europe, resulting in a shorter flight. Barcelona in winter is ideal because you can still walk all day comfortably due to warmer temperatures. Attractions are open without summer crowds, and transit is simple to figure out. And you don't feel rushed indoors due to the cold. This makes it a soft landing city, especially if you're coming from outside Europe. Things I would recommend visiting in Barcelona: you have to see La Sagrada Familia, which is an amazing church that's been under construction since 1882. The pinnacle of the Catalan architect Antoni Gaudí. We recommend starting your day here as it is one of the main tourist attractions and does get busy. You purchase your tickets online for a designated time, so even if you happen to visit later in the day, the crowds are managed fairly well. The views from outside are stunning architecturally, but the stained glass interior is what really impresses me. I've been 2 times now and still think I would revisit the next time I'm in Barcelona. The architect Antoni Gaudí's legacy doesn't stop with La Sagrada Familia. There are 7 primary UNESCO-listed works by Antoni Gaudí located in or near Barcelona, and some of these buildings can just be something you incorporate into a walk along the city. For example, Casa Batlló was one we managed to incorporate from our hotel to La Sagrada Familia. If you have plenty of time, a tour is probably worth it, or seeing more than one of these unique buildings. But if, like us, you're short on time, walking past the exterior of the building is cool in its own right. Also, we recommend you possibly doing one more Gaudí landmark later on in your trip. Next on our list of recommendations is a flamenco show. I was not familiar with the flamenco dance and was blown away by the talent of these dancers. This is a cultural tradition of the Spanish people and a great way to start an evening. We also recommend checking out the Gothic Quarter, walking around this area, viewing the public plazas, tight alleyways, and it's close to El Born Centre de Cultura, which is a museum that hosts excavated ruins from 1700s. Next, for those on a tight timeline, I recommend choosing either Tibidabo or Park Güell. Personally, I lean towards Tibidabo for its impressive views of the city, fun train ride to the top of the mountain, and lesser crowds. This is just my experience and not to take away from Park Güell, which has its own great views of Barcelona, although not as high up. And at Park Güell, you will get some of the impressive Gaudí architecture. Both locations are slightly outside of the main downtown area and will require using public transit or rideshare. Our last recommendation for Barcelona is Plaça de Catalunya. A massive public square with water fountain is just the pinnacle of the Spanish and European culture. Free entertainment, and during the winter, amazing Christmas lights. If you're in the area and are looking for a bite to eat, we recommend heading to the top of Cortes Ingles, a Spanish mall, where you'll find a cafeteria with paella options and other easy bites. The best part about this experience is the aerial views of Plaça de Catalunya and Barcelona. Where have I stayed in Barcelona? Hotel Ronda Lesps, which is very close to Park Güell and a nice hotel, but is a little far out from the Gothic district and city center, which required us to rely on public transit more. Most recently, we stayed at Hostel Live Barcelona, which was on the Gran Via, and that was amazing. You're in the heart of the city, technically a hostel, but we had a private room and honestly couldn't tell the difference from a regular hotel. Here's the key planning insight. Winter trips should start in a forgiving city. Barcelona lets you ease into travel mode before winter conditions start compounding mistakes. And that matters because once you leave Spain, the trip accelerates fast. For us, Spain is also an easier starting point due to familiarity with the Spanish language. Hope you enjoyed this video and feel inspired to plan your trip. If you've made it this far, hit the like button and subscribe. It's an easy way to support what I'm doing here. Comment below with any questions or suggestions for future itineraries. I love travel and would love to help make your next trip a success. I'll link my blog in the description where we break down all of this and more in extreme detail. See you guys on the next one.